Before I had a body, I was a drop in the ocean of light. This is the story of how I entered the world, forgot myself, and found the way home. Before stars, before time, before worlds and names, there was only the one. No edge, no distance, no birth, no death. Only boundless consciousness, silent, radiant, whole. I was not apart from it, I was within it, as a drop sleeps within the infinite ocean. Not lost, not lonely, not yet dreaming of separation. In that stillness, nothing was missing. No desire had arisen. No fear had taken shape. There was no path, because there was nowhere to go. There was only the one, knowing itself in perfect peace. Then, from stillness, motion. From silence, the first stirring. From the one, light and sound poured outward. Like a living stream, worlds unfolded, stars blazed, galaxies wheeled, realms of form, and realms beyond form, shimmered into being. What seemed countless was not other than the one. The single light entered 1,000 lamps. The single song became 1,000,000 voices. The single ocean cast forth drops, each bearing the memory of home. And I too entered the great unfolding, not exiled, but sent, not abandoned, but veiled. The play of existence had begun. I descended through layers of subtle brightness, into denser worlds of motion and form. I entered body, pulse, breath, nerve, hunger, time. The eyes opened outward, the ears turned toward noise. The mind began to weave names, fears, hopes, and stories. The house of clay became my dwelling. Its eyes were windows, its ears were doors, its nerves were corridors of light. And yet I forgot the tenant within the house. I mistook the garment for the wearer. I mistook the instrument for the musician. So began the long human wandering. Striving, grieving, grasping, building, losing, loving, forgetting. I was not a jumble of organs and instincts. I was a layered being. Spirit clothed itself in mind, mind in energy, energy in body. At the center was the real self, not born, not dying, not owned by any passing form. The body was a house, the spirit, its tenant. It borrowed its dwellings, but belonged to none. Just as the cosmos was layered, so too was man. To study oneself was to study the universe in miniature. Hidden within this little kingdom was an inner door. The way of return was not outward, but inward. Suffering began when I mistook the garments for the self. I clung to body, thought, and passing emotion, as though they were the eternal me. Some seek only survival. Some seek earthly happiness. Some seek the heavens. And a few, when ready, seek what lies beyond them all. The rediscovery of true nature as boundless consciousness. Existence was wider than earth. There were realms shaped by rage, hunger, instinct, pride, pleasure, serenity, and vast abstraction. Beings of torment moved in worlds formed by cruelty and fire. Restless spirits drifted between longing and shadow. Animals endured the law of instinct and survival. Titans blazed with power, ambition, and ceaseless struggle. Heavenly beings shone in subtle splendor, radiant yet not yet free. And beyond form, consciousness stretched into immensities, too vast for speech. Yet among them all, human life was rare. For here, in the fragile balance of joy and sorrow, memory could return. Here, the soul could choose. Here, the path could begin. My bondage was not imposed by some outer devil. It grew within. The deepest chains were woven from the mind itself. Anger burned and blinded. Lust reached outward and could not rest. Greed clenched its fists around passing things. Attachment mistook possession for love. These were the true inner adversaries. Ego built a throne from mirrors and called it self. Not horns and pitchforks, but habits of consciousness. Not monsters from beneath the earth, but distortions moving through thought, desire, fear, and memory. Scattered attention fed them. Restless living strengthened them. And the more I obeyed them, the heavier I became. The more I chased the world, the more I forgot the ocean from which I came. Yet meditation was not an escape. It was a transformation. As attention withdrew from the senses and gathered inward, the inner weather began to change. Anger cooled into tranquility. Lust softened into purity and self-mastery. Greed opened into contentment. Attachment ripened into true love. Ego bowed into humility. The mind, once a tyrant, slowly became a servant. Compassion deepened. Work became steadier. Relationships sweetened. Breath grew quieter. Perception cleared. The scattered currents of life no longer leaked away into every craving. Step by step, the soul shed its burden and grew light enough to rise. This path was not random. It had law, method, and protection. The journey was safeguarded by 5 supports. First, guidance, a living knower of the path, so that inner worlds are not crossed in self-delusion. Second, clean nourishment, food that lightens rather than coarsens, that minimizes harm and supports clarity. Third, honest, ethical living, speech, thought, and action brought into integrity, so energy is not wasted in deceit or cruelty. Fourth, freedom from intoxicants, for clouded waters cannot reflect inner light. Fifth, daily meditation, not theory, not admiration, but practice. These were not commandments shouted from outside. They were the rails that kept the ascent from derailment. The guide set direction. Pure living lightened the load. Ethics kept the structure sound. Sobriety cleared the lens. Meditation powered the journey. Without method, longing wanders. With method, longing becomes return. Then I discovered that the path home was not elsewhere, not hidden in some distant mountain, not locked in a temple of stone. The door was inward. Attention, gathered and refined, turned toward the silent center. Behind thought, the outer senses dimmed, the inner current brightened. What had seemed abstract became intimate. Light was no longer only seen by the eyes. Sound was no longer only heard by the ears. A subtler life moved beneath body and mind. The house remained, but the tenant began to awaken within it. And in that awakening, I remembered I had never truly been separate from the source. What descends may ascend. What forgets may remember. What wanders may return. The current that once carried me outward now began to draw me homeward. Death changed meaning. It was no longer annihilation, but shedding. Not the end of being, but the loosening of a garment. The worlds remained vast. The path remained steep. The work remained real. But fear lost its throne. For the light within the lamp was older than the lamp itself. The song within the breath was older than the body that sang it. And the drop, having tasted the long exile of forgetfulness, turned once more toward the ocean. So remember, you are not merely the body that tires, not merely the mind that chatters, not merely the story that suffers and passes. You are the light within the lamp, the listener within the song, the tenant within the house of clay. Live clearly, live gently, guard your energy, train your attention, follow the path with discipline and humility. Then the many will lead you back to the one. The river will know its sea. The drop will know its ocean. And what seemed lost will be remembered as eternal.